Hi, welcome along to Transfer Daily. Interrupted my Sunday dinner because noticed that when we recorded this morning's Transfer Daily, that you guys have sent back in the comments to say that there was lots of problems, loads of glitches. You had problems with the sound, with seeing it. Basically, it didn't come out properly. Some problem with the download off of Google. So I really apologise for that. So I thought that I'd do the show again so that you could catch up with all the latest transfer rumours for today. So I'm going to run through them again. The main rumour which I was talking about this morning was the rumour that Kostas Manolas, the Greek international, who also plays for Olympiacos, is rumoured to be having a medical at Arsenal. This has been reported by the site called Goal.com, also been reported by various media outlets today that they're all saying that he's having a medical and it's more or less a done deal. Listen, we all know what it's like. Until you see the player standing there outside the Arsenal training ground holding the shirt like that, we never confirm it, but there might be something in this. But Manolas, we saw from yesterday where we conceded another goal from a set piece. We definitely need a centre back. This guy I was very impressed with in the World Cup. He looks the business, and as a backup to Laurent Koscielny and Per Mertesacker, and also to Callum Chambers, who's looking real good now, it makes good sense. He costs about £8 million from Olympiacos. There are, of course, many other teams that are interested in him, but it looks like Arsenal may have won the race to sign him, and all the rumours are that he's going to be having a medical at Arsenal, or is having a medical at Arsenal, and should be an imminent signing. Another player that is being linked again today, he's been linked all of this week, and the rumours again going around today are from, again, various outlets, media outlets, is that this guy has Arsenal been talking to his club, which is PSG, and they've reached an agreement on him, on the valuation for him. It's obviously for the player to agree terms, but this is the reports that are coming out today, and that is Adrien Rabiot. He plays as a midfielder, sort of an attacking midfielder again. Although he can play as a defensive sort of midfielder, he is a strong tackling player, puts a load of tackles in, is a real box-to-box type player. And we've heard Arsene Wenger saying that he doesn't necessarily see the position as the player just being a static sort of defensive midfielder who just sits there. He wants somebody who can do a bit more than that. And this guy, Rabiot, might fit the bill. He's only 19, but he's really, thought well of over there at PSG. They wanted to keep hold of him, but he's got 1 year left of his contract. Now, as I said, the rumours is that the two clubs, Arsenal and PSG, have agreed a fee. It's going to be whether Rabiot will want to come to Arsenal. Again, I'm not sure about this one, because one of the reasons why he wants to leave PSG is because he's saying he's not getting an opportunity to play. Now, if he comes to Arsenal, will he get an opportunity to come straight in and play week in, week out Arsenal? I very much doubt it with the midfield that we've got, unless he's coming in as a holding midfielder, and then he's still going to have to try and dislodge Flamini, dislodge Arteta, so there's no guarantees on that, and he's still only a youngster. But this is what is being rumoured today. And also yesterday, when we was doing a lot of the interviews after the game, there was a lot of debate going around about if we need a striker. A lot of fans seem to think that we still need a world-class striker. Most fans seem fairly happy that we've got Giroud, but they're like, we need more. And they're not convinced by Yaya Sanogo. They feel that he's still a raw talent. And if we're going to challenge for the title, we really need to go out there and get a world-class striker. Strikers that were being suggested yesterday, like Cavani, who we know has been talked about all week. The valuation on that at the moment is currently around about £51 million, which is a hell of a lot of money for a player who basically didn't have a good season last year and wasn't that good either in the World Cup. But we've seen when he was at Napoli, he was one of the best strikers in the world. So there's Edison Cavani. Wilfred Boney is another striker that's been talked about, possibly be available for around about the 25 million mark, but is it a step up on Giroud? Is it just mainly the same sort of player as Giroud? Is he even as good as Giroud? That's the question to be asked. So I'm not sure if Wenger would take a look at him. Balotelli, who we've been speaking about all summer, but Wenger's already said he's not interested in signing. A lot of fans want him, but I don't think Arsene Wenger's going to move for him because he's just too much of a risk. He's not going to provide the goals week in, week out because of all the baggage that comes with him. And then there's Eduardo Vargas. Now, we was chatting to a fan yesterday at the ground. He's from Chile. This fan came all the way from Chile to watch the game. And he was telling me that Eduardo Vargas, a very, very good player, has done exceptionally well for Chile, scored loads and loads of goals. He's a real hero over there in Chile. However, for his club, Napoli, he hasn't really torn up trees. He hasn't really lit the place up over there in Naples, and they're looking to possibly either send him out on loan or even sell him. Is this a player, again, that Arsenal should take a chance on? Not exactly, you can't class him as world class at the moment at all. So, you know, those are just a few of the targets. Of course, there's also Marcus Royce, who, again, more of a left-handed sided player, left winger at the moment for Dortmund, but there's always been talks that you could convert this guy into an out-and-out striker because he's such a good finisher. So lots of to ponder, I think, at the moment for Arsenal. Definitely need a defensive midfielder. I know that Arteta got that contract. He's about to get a new contract and he's been made the captain, but we definitely need a holding midfielder, and that's despite him having a really good game yesterday, Arteta. Definitely need a centre-back. If Manolas is having this medical, well, that would be that problem solved. And as I said, a lot of fans out there, they feel that Arsenal need to get a striker in. I don't know what you guys are feeling, but that is seemed to be the message from a lot of fans yesterday. Let's take a look at the comments from yesterday and what you guys were saying. Roger Powell 8 said Arsenal should go after Khedira fiercely. And Manolas 2, it would only cost around about 8 million for Manolas, and a bargain in today's current transfer market. Yes, that's true. It would be a bargain. It depends, of course, how good he is. But, you know, listen, we paid a lot of money for Callum Chambers, almost doubled that. So £8 million for this guy. Greek internationals, play for Olympiacos, good age at about 23. I think it will be a very good look to sign him. Mitarama says, what about signing Alex Song? We could get him back. He knows the club structure and the Premiership really well, and he can slot straight in and perform. I'm not sure about bringing back Alex Song. Listen, he did okay when he was at Arsenal, but I still don't think he even is the answer to defensive midfield. Used to be a player that a lot of times would lose his discipline. However, he can play in that position and he can play as a centre-back. So, again, he's a player that can then start covering two positions. Goo Master says, Arteta is an invaluable member of the team until we train Ramsey and Wilshere to that position, which we'd hate to do. Controlling the pace and the game with long and short passes from deep of midfield is so crucial to be in both easy home games and tough away games. However, we need a player like Sven Bender, in addition to Flamini, to hold it down during the tough away games. Hence, all the talk about forwards and attacking midfielders is just BS. We didn't win last year, not because of lack of goals, but because of our defensive frailties. So, again, that's somebody there saying that we need a defensive midfielder. Joe Reyes, AFC, says, I'm tired of Khedira. Let's move on and bring in Carvalho. And one more here. Ramesh says, Ramesh451 says, William Carvalho is a key signing to make. He's young and he's full of talent. So a lot of people still would like to see Carvalho come in. They like his big strength, his physical presence. Again, he's a young player. And I think the problem, again, with this Carvalho deal, if Arsenal were to try and make it happen, is the fact that the third-party ownership, where he's owned by more than one, source, it makes these deals very complicated. You saw it the other day with Manchester City made the signing of that defender they brought in as well, that Mangala, that when you've got third-party ownership involved, these deals take a long time to tie up. So whether that's scared Arsenal off of Carvalho or not, I really don't know. But we have to watch the space and see if Manolas is going to be the player that comes in. Kostas Manolas, Greek international. As I said, all the rumours is that he's undergoing a medical. Don't forget to check out all of our videos from yesterday. Some great stuff from after the game. A very good win in the end, 2-1. We've seen a lot of clubs this weekend struggle. I was just watching the Liverpool game, and they struggled to overcome Southampton. So, listen, it's going to be a really good season, and it's going to be a really competitive season this year, for sure. Don't forget to check out all those interviews from yesterday. We've still got more videos coming up. Got a great video coming up very, very shortly with Chris Hudson. Make sure you check that one out. The guy who famously last year let rip into the board. Well, we caught up with him yesterday as well, just before the game. So make sure you check out that interview. But thanks for watching Transfer Daily. Once again, apologies about the show this morning and it not coming out. Hopefully this one's come out okay. But don't forget, we'll be back tomorrow morning.